Hi, Susie Homesteader of the Rockies, and welcome to the Susie Homesteader channel. And today we're talking about a transplant table that I designed that was originally indoors and then I brought outdoors because it started getting bigger and bigger. I did wind up having to actually build a small loafing style shed to put over my bench that I made just because I didn't want it to get too wet or too weather damaged. So aside from the actual structure that I built to put this on, this is sort of a multi-purpose table or potting bench that I built, and what it's designed to do is not only grow seeds but possibly harden your plants when you take them out of a greenhouse and start sprouts or wheatgrass or anything else that you wanted to do outdoors during the warmer weather. So it also serves as a storage area and also a place to dry herbs. So underneath here, I also designed, we'll start from the bottom up, but I did design a tray that slides out specifically for drying herbs or hanging herbs. And then on the bottom, I just have some of my silk plants stored, but also have a nice little drawer to store pots or any other kind of supplies that you want to put in here. Right now, I just have my silk plants in here, but again, storage and a place to dry and or hang herbs that is movable and or removable. So that is the bottom section of this potting bench that I made, and it also includes a trash can full of potting soil that slides in and out, just so you have access to your potting soil that's close by. So a couple different places to store things, and for the most part, all animal proofed. So let's go from the inside now. And what I wound up having to do was create a couple different doors, depending on what it was I was doing. And they all come out different directions just so that I have access to the entire bench. But I did put in a couple of flaps here just so that I can also access my potting soil from the top if I have to. If I don't want to pull it out from the bottom, I can also access some potting soil here. And then I can also access any of my herbs or any of my other supplies that I stored on the bottom section of this through these doors. And then that still leaves me a place to work on the top if I have to. And then if I want to take this down off of the chains, I can also work on this table area too for potting plants or anything else that I need to do. So lots of different ways to access this actual bench. This one opens up this direction, which also has a chain to hold it up if I have to. And then I have all my shelving, which you can see either single or double, that is all movable or removable, and also slides in and out depending on where my plants are located. I do have everyone set up for different elements of light depending on where I have my grow lights, which you might need if you're not getting enough natural light inside this potting bench. So as you can see here, I don't even have a shelf. I just have a single shelf here and some double ones up there. Just again for storing or growing plants. And then up on the top here, I also have another grow light if I need to continue growing plants up on the top. And basically the very top shelf is for the most part storage. But while we're up there, you can see my squirrel's little nest that she makes up there every spring. And she used to make it inside the box, but I closed the box and she's still making a nest up there, which brings me to explain why I had to change all the Visqueen that I originally had this entire bench stapled with, and then had to change that to a hardware cloth just to keep out the mice and the squirrels and the pack rats. So basically, I originally had this entire thing wrapped in Visqueen for humidity reasons, for keep trapping the moisture inside of this, which did work fine while it was indoors, but once I brought this outdoors, of course I started having problems with critters getting in there. So anything I had in there, like a seed packet or string or a towel or paper towels, got torn to shreds and taken up to a nest. So as you can see, she's actually even taken out my cocoa fiber out of my hanging plants, since I pretty much left her with nothing to make a nest out of, and even used that to make her nest up there. So again, I don't know what part of the world you're in, but in the Rockies we have lots of critters and lots of things they like to make nests out of. They love to eat the seeds, the seedlings, the shoots, or anything else you're growing in here, they will also destroy. So if you're actually growing outdoors, your biggest obstacle will be still keeping things from eating everything you're growing. So again, this is kind of my multi-purpose, I call it a transplant station. I can take out my plants from my greenhouse just before they're ready to get put in the ground and let them harden in here. It's also a good place to harden plants. I've even had a couple of bunnies in here that were orphaned, and I was able to keep in here until we let them go when the dogs dug up their nest. But it can definitely be used for lots of different things. This one, as I said, was built just to go as high as I could go, so that I had the option of putting as many plants as I wanted in there, and then also having storage underneath, and then having a full table to work with, and then possibly even another table if I had to slide that or pop that out. So lots of room to work. You know, you need trays, you need heat mats, you'd need some fluorescent lights, and all kinds of good stuff just for kind of getting your outdoor greenhouse started. So I'll have a list for you of all the supplies you need to put inside something like a potting bench. And one of these days I'll try and actually get a blueprint for this bench that I made, but it's pretty much common sense. It's just a very, very tall table with lots of shelving and pretty much critter proof. So let me know if you have any questions on my transplant station. It's a good way to extend any kind of growing projects that you have and keep them safe and keep them outdoors. So come see me on my website, Susie Homesteader of the Rockies, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will have lots more landscaping and gardening videos for you to come. So we will see you there. Bye-bye. Let's get started. Subscribe to the Susie Homesteader channel, and we'll see you there. Bye-bye.